Jaguar Wright is a name many may not recognize. She is a talented singer. She has collaborated with industry giants like The Roots. Wright even toured with Jay-Z, but her career never quite reached the heights of her collaborators. Now she is making headlines for a different reason: her explosive allegations against some of music's biggest names. These accusations have sent shockwaves through the industry. They have sparked a debate about power, accountability, and the price of speaking truth to power. Wright's story is one of both promise and struggle. She rose from humble beginnings. She captivated audiences with her powerful voice, but behind the scenes, she claims to have witnessed a dark side of the industry. According to Wright, this dark side involves exploitation, abuse, and a culture of silence that protects the powerful. Her decision to speak out has thrust her into the spotlight. It has also put her at odds with some of the most influential figures in music. In a series of live streams and interviews, Jaguar Wright made a series of stunning allegations against Jay-Z and Beyoncé. These claims ranged from infidelity and drug use to far more disturbing accusations of spiritual manipulation and abusive behavior. Wright's words painted a picture of a world hidden behind the glamour and fame. She described a culture where powerful men exploited their positions. They used their influence to silence and control those around them. One of Wright's most shocking claims involved an alleged incident at a party. She described a scene where young women were pressured into participating in degrading rituals. According to Wright, these events were commonplace. They were part of a larger pattern of exploitation and abuse. While Wright did not directly accuse Jay-Z or Beyoncé of assault, she implicated them in fostering an environment where such behavior was tolerated. In the wake of Wright's allegations, Jay-Z and Beyoncé remained largely silent. Their legal team, however, was quick to respond. They issued a cease and desist letter demanding Wright retract her statements. They threatened legal action if she continued to spread what they deemed false and defamatory claims. This forceful response had a chilling effect. It raised questions about whether the power couple was attempting to silence Wright. The legal threats highlighted the power imbalance at play. Here was a relatively unknown artist going up against two of the most powerful figures in the music industry. Many saw the legal maneuvering as an attempt to intimidate Wright. They believed Jay-Z and Beyoncé were trying to make an example of her. This further fueled public interest in the story. It raised concerns about whether justice could be served when the scales of power were so heavily tilted. The public reaction to Wright's allegations was deeply divided. Some believed her. They applauded her bravery for speaking out against powerful figures. Others were skeptical. They questioned her motives. They pointed to the lack of concrete evidence to support her claims. Social media became a battleground for this debate. Supporters rallied behind Wright using the hashtag #IBelieveJaguar. Critics dismissed her as an attention seeker looking to profit from scandal. This division underscored the complexities of addressing allegations of abuse. It highlighted the challenges of discerning truth from fabrication. The lack of a clear consensus left many unsure of what to believe. This uncertainty only added to the controversy surrounding the case. While the debate raged over the veracity of Wright's claims, her accusations sparked a larger conversation. This conversation was about the music industry itself. It was about the power dynamics that often leave artists, particularly young women, vulnerable to exploitation. Wright's story, regardless of its accuracy, resonated with many who had experienced or witnessed similar abuses of power within the industry. The controversy surrounding Wright's allegations served as a reminder that the music industry, with its glamorous facade, can be a predatory environment. It forced a reckoning with the culture of silence that often protects abusers. This led to calls for greater transparency and accountability within the industry. Many demanded the implementation of safeguards to protect artists from exploitation and abuse. Despite the seriousness of Wright's allegations, no charges were ever filed against Jay-Z or Beyoncé. Wright herself admitted that she did not witness everything she alleged firsthand. She often relied on second-hand accounts and rumors she had heard within the industry. This lack of concrete evidence made it difficult to substantiate her claims. It also fueled skepticism among those who viewed her as unreliable or motivated by personal gain. The absence of legal action against Jay-Z and Beyoncé led some to conclude that Wright's allegations were baseless. However, others argued that the lack of charges did not equate to innocence. They pointed to the difficulties victims of abuse often face when coming forward. They highlighted the fear of retaliation and the challenges of proving abuse, especially when powerful individuals are involved. Section 7. The price of speaking out. Regardless of the veracity of her claims, Jaguar Wright paid a steep price for speaking out. She faced intense scrutiny and criticism. Her mental health suffered. She endured online harassment and threats. Her career, already struggling, came to a standstill. Some argued that she had become a cautionary tale. She became a symbol of the risks associated with challenging powerful figures. Wright's experience demonstrated the personal toll that speaking truth to power can exact. It showed how difficult it can be to hold powerful individuals accountable. Her story served as a reminder of the courage it takes to come forward with allegations of abuse. It also underscored the need for a system that supports and protects those who do. Section 8. Echoes of #MeToo. The controversy surrounding Jaguar Wright's accusations unfolded against the backdrop of the #MeToo movement. This movement had already exposed widespread sexual harassment and abuse in Hollywood and other industries. Wright's story, though focused on the music industry, resonated with the themes of power, exploitation, and silence that had become central to the #MeToo movement. Wright's allegations, like those of many #MeToo accusers, sparked a conversation about the need for systemic change. They highlighted the importance of believing survivors and creating a culture where victims feel safe coming forward. Her story demonstrated that the problem of abuse and exploitation transcended industry lines. It showed that it was a pervasive issue that required a collective effort to address. Section 9. A call for change. The controversy surrounding Jaguar Wright's accusations, though mired in uncertainty and debate, ultimately served as a call for change within the music industry. It forced a reckoning with the power dynamics that often leave artists vulnerable to abuse. It highlighted the need for greater transparency, accountability, and protection for those who experience exploitation or harassment. The music industry, like many others, had long operated with a culture of silence surrounding issues of abuse. Wright's willingness to speak out, regardless of her motivations, challenged this culture. It forced the industry to confront uncomfortable truths about itself. Her story, though divisive, ultimately contributed to a growing movement demanding change and calling for a safer, more equitable industry for all. Section 10. A legacy of unanswered questions. Years after Jaguar Wright first made her allegations against Jay-Z and Beyoncé, many questions remain unanswered. The truth about her claims may never be fully known. However, the controversy surrounding her story left an indelible mark on the music industry. It served as a stark reminder of the power imbalances that exist and the importance of addressing issues of abuse and exploitation. Wright's story, though ultimately inconclusive, sparked a conversation that